Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. As the eagle-eyed of you may have noticed, I'm doing Metro again. I did already start this game on stream and I had done, I don't know, I want to say maybe half of it. But the earlier videos that I'd done, the videos hadn't come out properly. The method I was using on the PlayStation 5 had come out really bright and really sort of washed out, and that's not a good look for this game. Also, I've in the last 24 hours, so last night I couldn't sleep, and I decided to replay Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, which I played back to back start to finish last night. Well, last night and through a lot of today, which has got me really Metro'd up, but it's also sort of meant that I can come back into this game now with a sort of a much more recent knowledge base, and so I just kind of wanted to restart it, play through it again, and yeah, hopefully this will be a better looking and feeling stream, and I'll be able to kind of zip through it a little quicker because I kind of know what's coming up for at least half of it. Anyway, without further ado and no more rambling, let's crack on. Moscow, 2018. It has been 5 years since nuclear war devastated Russia's capital. A few thousand people found refuge in the world's largest atomic bomb shelter, the Moscow metro system. Down in the tunnels, away from the deadly radiation on the surface, a new makeshift civilization has been built upon the ashes of the former, a society of infighting factions in a constant battle against preying mutants and famine. For those who remain, there's no room for hopes or dreams. Only the bleak reality of a nuclear dystopia.
Yes, I'm on my way.
Come, Sergei is waiting for us. Seriously, Serdar, who sleeps during the day? And
well, apparently me.
There's no difference between day and night down here.
And that's true if you live in a cave, man. I mean...
But I can't just leave this place. It's not a request. And we'll ensure your wife and kid are protected. Doctor.
Good day.
Doctor.
Hello.
No. Was. What? Mutants? Yes. We think Nosalis.
Nonsense. Nosalis don't come this far up the town.
Slavers don't. Serdar.
You likely already heard the rumors, but there was a mutant attack on one of our guard posts. We are preparing a team to take them down.
That's
so
why you need the doctor.
Tense, as you might imagine.
Oh, great Khan. Go and grab a bottle.
Already got one, my man.
Thank you.
Well, guys, let's have a drink. To living.
To life.
Dos Vidania.
Ah, great stuff.
Yes. Listen to me, Han. You're not a bad guy, but you keep to yourself too much. Always sitting to your books, even talking you into getting a drink and stuff. Lighten up a bit, man.
Yeah, or you'll just end up all alone. I appreciate the advice.
Sergei, bring the man. Sound the alarm.
I'm on him.
Alarm is under attack. Don't get ready.
The doctor is in the house. These guns are fucking lovely. I love the way the barrel glows red.
What's up? Where is everyone? They flagged us. The station is a bloodbath. We took the women and children out through the side passages. But they can't hold the south entrance. We've got to do something.
Serdar, Kuzmich, follow Sergei. Make your way to the south entrance. Use an explosive to blow it up.
Okay, got them. Let's go.
Where have the subtitles gone? You guys notice the subtitles have gone? Wait for me, dudes. I can't sprint yet. There we go. On second thought, somehow, I'm okay at the back. Move aside, man. I'm a doctor. He's dead. I can sprint now. Go on, shotgun bro. Shotgun bro, you're invited to my wedding. Run, fucking hell.
Sergei, come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Get to the gate and close.
But wait for us!
I'm running low on ammo.
Shit!
Come on guys, I know there's a touch of irony here, but I could really use a doctor.
Just do it.
Nah, come on, you can make it.
Do we rely on our eyes too much? Are we too convinced that the things we can see are real and those we can't see are not? What's true darkness? And what's true blindness? Open your eyes and you shall see.
I'm not sure anyone would want to see this.
Sometimes one must get into an utter darkness in order to begin to see. We avoid the darkness because it hides things that may be too horrible for us even to imagine. It's the unspeakable that scares us. The unspeakable that the darkness holds within. It's the acid that corrodes the limits of the world we think we know. When the entire world gets immersed in the dark, you can't avoid it any longer. You can only embrace it. What? I'm sorry, did you say something?
Are you okay? I've been yelling at you, but you just kept standing there, staring off into space.
I was seeing some
Vlad thought you were one
trippy
of those
shit.
men the exhibition guys were babbling about. He almost shot you.
I'm fine. I just
You
had
almost
this
shot me?
strangest feeling of deja vu for a moment.
A little over the top.
Deja vu, eh? Isn't that what they call it when you experience a memory from a past life?
Past life? Pfft. It's a misfiring of electrical discharges in your brain, causing an illusion, nothing more.
If you say so.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back home.
Oh, I'm sorry, of course. Turn the key to start the trolley. Be safe, Sandar.
I'll be all right.
Don't go shooting any innocent people just for standing there. So, as Serdar, we actually appear in Metro 2033 and Last Light, but we do so under the moniker Khan. So this character, this is basically Khan's backstory. It's weird because if you'd encountered this character in Metro 2033, he was a really sort of, I don't know, it was almost like this sort of nomadic traveling spiritual guy, man. He was like talking to spirits and stuff like that. Really full on, like, you know, peace pipe, hippie, doped out, crazy shit. In the second game, everyone thinks he's completely bonkers. In the first game, he's like banishing spirits and stuff. Whereas obviously here in this first game, he's like this super rational doctor, doesn't believe in any of this shit. So it'll be an interesting way to see how he transitions from what he is now to fucking Mary Poppins. But yeah. Again, having played the first two games literally last night, I've got a deeper appreciation for this now. I have played them before years ago, but it was a long time ago, and I actually got into them a lot more last night than I did previously. Such a cool opening, man. This game is brilliant. This is one of my probably top 2, top 3 PSVR games. Probably top 2 up there with Resi 4 in terms of quality. I'm very impressed with this game. Right.
Thank God you are back. Max has been up my butt asking where you are literally every 5 minutes.
Seriously?
Pleasure.
What, all the way?
Treating drunken merchants
How
for
did he even go
radiation
about that?
sickness rarely goes as planned.
He said to send you down to the mushroom farm as soon as you turned up. And word of warning, our station chief is not in one of his better moods.
Wasn't
I
a good
look
time up
forward
your
to
butt then.
seeing one of those firsthand someday.
And maybe that butt. Enjoy, my man. Those things are really fun.
Leave us alone. The Nazis leave us alone. Even the mutants leave us alone, mostly. Life's good, yes? But consider this. It's 2028. We survived a nuclear apocalypse and radiation, and all the shit life has thrown at us since. But you tell me, where is everybody? I don't mean Moscow or Russia. I mean the world. We're down here, pissing all over each other's territory, like metro stations, like goddamn winter palace or something.
Oh, hey Sardar. Max isn't in his office. If you go through the living quarters, you might still catch him.
Gotcha.
Wow! They've got so many different types of mushrooms here.
Huh? I told you, you like Akademicheskaya.
Everything's so nice here. And we're going to stay? Like, for good?
That's right.
Today's dish is meat and mushroom stew. And no, I don't know which meat.
Oh, that sounds fucking horrible. And that's empty.
Dominic, please. It's late. Just eat your dinner before it gets cold.
Eat your mystery meat stew.
What's there not to like? I think it tastes pretty good.
I don't like it.
Probably made a rat. I've seen the rats in this game. I suppose you get the little rats in this game too.
Yeah, like hot pink.
Max
Damn.
was debating painting stripes on the pancakes. Since
You
people
kinda-
keep walking into them at
You've
night.
got a man's face on a kid's body. Are you a midget or just have you just seen some shit?
This is Max we're talking about.
I never noticed that kid
Apparently
before.
already did.
He's a freaky looking thing. Mushroom farm is that way.
Oh, hey, Sardar. Have you talked to Max yet?
I'm on the way to do it now, my man.
There's trouble with the mushroom farm.
No, I'm on my way to see him now.
Oh, good. He went that way.
Hey! Max, Serdar's here.
1 second. Yeah, send him in.
Please hold out of this place with your own 2 hands. You check them again. That girl had to go somewhere. I gotta go. Max out. You want to switch jobs? Maybe you should chase runaways and assholes all day and let me run around playing doctor for a while. I've got a very healthy list of people I'd like to stab with a needle, let me tell you.
I think you may want to work on your bedside manner.
Don't even start. You and your wife are not my favorite people right about now.
Yana, has something happened?
Has something happened? He asks. If by something, do you mean did your wife destroy our mushroom farm because she heard the voice of her dead son again? Because if so, then yes, something happened.
Is she all right?
She's a lot better than her mushroom farm. Shut it off!
I'm shutting it off.
Fuck. And there's more in there where that came from. 5 years to build this steam system. Hundreds of issues to consider. You know what scenario never came up? What if you can't hear the voices of the dead inside your pipes?
I don't understand. Yana was doing so well. I'll take care of it, I promise.
Yeah, well, you've promised 500 times. I'm up to my eyeballs in bullshit today, so I don't need any more, okay? Sorry. Go check on your wife. But then, you come see me. Friend or not, this station is my wife. This has to be the end of it.
I like Max. Max is cool. Yana, the missus, is working through some crazy time issues. Has to be said. Forgot I already had my torch.
Quite the mess your wife's made, Doc.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Climb down that ladder and help us clean it up, perhaps. Unless we cut the pressure to these pipes, one of these leaks is going to rot some of the line.
Go.
That's doing it. Keep it up. There might be a valve downstairs.
Is that?
That's it.
There we go.
Thank you. Have it under control now.
It all sounds perfectly under control.
Dr. Iscandero, sorry you have to jump across the catwalk, but you can imagine who you have to thank for that one.
Yeah, okay. You've been riding the crazy train again, Yana.
So, did I miss my calling as an interior decorator?
Perhaps.
Okay, go on then. I know you're dying to start doctoring me.
Max said you were Petya again. Would you feel up to telling me about it?
Do you is the question. I stopped taking my haloperidol.
You what?
Keep in mind I was still taking them when I decided to stop.
We've been through
Please,
this.
Serdar, it hurt me. Your meds didn't make me lucid. On the contrary, they kept obscuring my ability to hear, but I was so desperate to hear.
Anna, hallucinations are not trivial
What you
things.
assume are hallucinations.
You hear voices no one else
The
can.
fact that you won't even consider any alternative is the reason I threw the haloperidol out in the first place.
You threw them away?
None of you have ever heard Petya's voice, so how can you know what I'm hearing?
Because he died, Yana. He died, Yana. 15 years ago. And you can't hear an 8-year-old boy for 15 years. Where's the shutter?
Back there, through the vent. I think there's a valve in the maintenance shaft.
I got it.
That's it! Thank you for cleaning up another one of my messes.
So, when I was playing this previously, and as I say, I've only got about halfway through it, so I don't really know the story, and I've sort of tried to avoid spoilers. I assumed that the kid was Sendar's and Yana's. But the more I think about it, there were bits throughout where I was like, is it maybe not his kid? But the more I think about it, the more I think that's probably not the case, because you know, he died 15 years ago.
Max
We
mentioned the young girl disappeared
at the start of the
station.
game. That was 10 years ago, and he was single.
No, mister, there has to be a reason for everything. I didn't hallucinate my son's voice because of a bunch of gossiping busybodies.
For all things, there is an explanation. Even the ones too terrible to accept.
I can't exactly tell that to Petya, can I? I'm sorry. It wasn't fair. Not when you're only caring for me.
My love is not something you ever have to apologize for. It is free.
God, you're sappy. Go on. Run back to your boyfriend, Max. I had him whining for you to go see him once you made sure I wouldn't burn anything else down. I think I've earned a little hard labor. Just give me some time, okay?
Well, I think it goes without saying, don't burn anything else down. I'm not sure the place could take it.
Looks like I can reduce some of the pressure from here.
What's down here? Nothing. I'm sure I came down here the first time as well.
Max passed through a while ago. I guess you saw what happened at the farm then.
It's being taken care
The
of.
doctor's wife messed up the mushroom farm. Yes, we get it. We know. Thank you.
Serdar, Max is back. He's up in the office.
Cool.
Hello.
I believe you called for a doctor.
I don't hear a knock on the door.
Seriously? Come on, open the door.
No, still don't hear anyone knocking.
You're a child.
I'm the boss.
The way this jungle is growing, we may never have to repopulate the surface.
I doubt God invented plastic with nuclear winter in mind. But hey, a fake garden is better than no garden at all, eh? How is Yana?
Still
Pretending
crazy.
Her husband isn't a hot-headed, insensitive ass.
You know what? Good. Say stupid shit more often. Your two are so lovey-dovey as it is. I literally throw up in my desk at least once a day.
She was trying so hard to be reasonable.
My friend, I've watched you both in your several lifetimes worth of bullshit just to try and make her feel halfway human again. Trust me, your wife knows that.
Let us hope so. In any event, the more pressing concern is that it appears Yana has run out of her haloperidol. That's why she lost her edge.
You and bad timing, pal. The stalker who tracks down your fancy medical stuff, very talented lady I used to run with named Nata. She was supposed to make a delivery over a week ago, which is long enough that I think I may have to strike Nata out of my little romantic birthdays calendar, if you know what I mean. Though, I do know the route she usually takes.
Could the medication still be there somewhere?
The goddamn Holy Grail could be there.
Max, why don't you just tell me where the route is?
Because you'll go. And from here, the first thing you'll hit is a Nosalis Den. That's probably the most relaxing part of the trip.
You forget, I am not, shall we say, inexperienced when it comes to Nosalis.
Oh, right. You're all stationed.
Yep.
Sorry. Anyway, normally I'd hire some poor suckers to go, but since we're running low on poor suckers right now, my lovely voice in your ear will have to do. Stick it to your shoulder like this. Voice activated. State of the art. When there was a state of the art. It's almost like living in the future. And for times when my wisdom alone does not suffice.
Now we're talking.
I've heard they don't do much without those bullets.
You want an empty clip just to look cool? Be my guest. Go on, smart guy. Take it. Yes, I know. Very pretty. Now
I love the way you can see through it.
Holster it while you're in the station. Okay, cowboy? We have to at least pretend we are civilized down here. Lucky for you, the same supply cart that dropped Gorky Park off here is still out on the station. And since nobody killed Akim on his way back here, his spare ammo should still be, and the trolley as well.
Max, you there?
1 second. Truck 2, call me when you find the ammo.
Cheers, Max.
Okay, I'm here. Let me find the ledger. Hey, Serdar. Are you sure you don't want to let Yana know you're leaving?
I'm sure.
All right, your call.
Fiddling around my headset a little bit, wasn't it? Get that sweet spot, alright.
I went through the trouble of draining a few bottles. You know, give you something to shoot at.
Oh, that's very good of you.
Show me that Tokarev Max gave you. Next, grab this magazine and insert it into your Tokarev. Go on, get a feel for the trigger.
Oh my. Shoot. I missed that. Oh.
For a physician.
Pretty bad, actually.
Now grab this magazine and store it. Last thing you want is to run into some lurkers with an empty gun.
Cool. Cheers, dude.
I don't know if you handled that kind of trolley before, but Akim was complaining it's hard to start. Admittedly, Akim is an idiot.
Yeah, that's classic Akim.
Serdar, Yana won't like that you left without a word.
I've burdened my wife enough.
Hey, give yourself some credit. The day is still young. Let's just focus on getting your wife's meds.
Right. Where do I find her?
Not on her caravan avoided a lot of Metro's less desirable elements by taking a route that's a bit, shall we say, off the beaten path. Hope you're in the mood for a little sightseeing.
For a pillar of the community, you certainly do have some colorful associates. And to think, you gave up the romantic life of a stalker for her.
To get off the surface? You're damn right. Imagine the worst hellhole of a station you've ever lived in. That's still a day spa compared to the kind of shit I went through out there. Quite like you said, surface is hell nowadays. You guys do live in paradise.
The end of the line is fast approaching, my friend.
About time. Okay, hop off and head over across the other set of tracks. You should find a reinforced door off to your left.
This light barely even touches the darkness down here. Even max charge, it doesn't do much. And that max charge tapers off quite quickly. It doesn't like taper off to nothing quickly, but it tapers off to the point where it loses a lot of its effectiveness quite quickly.
Aha! The good old Soviet stuff. 100 years later, still working.
This piece was probably built in the 60s. Some impressive equipment here.
The museum kept a backup generator for security and stuff like that.
Which museum? The Tretyakov? Yana and I went on our first date here.
Well, before you get too misty-eyed, Nata's route doesn't go through the museum itself.
Still, I haven't been here since, well, since before Yana and I split back then. We met when we were in university. I picked the museum for our date because I felt I needed to come across as more refined.
Right, because everyone thinks you're such a savage.
I can hear something in the pipes. It's hard to make. It could be water. It could be spiders. Could be anything. It doesn't sound very inviting, that's for sure. Oh! Dude, I think I need this more than... Oh. Damn. Keep an eye out for ammo. Oh.
A man who wanders into the lion's den should not be surprised to find
I'm
lions.
so nearly out of ammo. Please have bullets. I mean, I was kind of hoping for more than one, but okay.
The entrance to the archives is a couple levels above you, on the opposite side of the escalators.
I remember waiting for Yana at the top of those escalators. We agreed to meet here at noon. I'm there waiting, watching face after face rise in front of me over the top of the escalator. I waited 3 hours, and at 3:06, I get a tap on my shoulder. And there's Yana, behind me, with her arm in a sling.
So in other words, neither of you knew how to take a hit.
She called us stubborn.
Really use some bullets.
I'm about to confirm those mutant den rumors of yours.
Oh, shit. Please have lots of ammo. Or 3 bullets. Fuck. It's actually out of ammo. I might have one in the clip, but I don't know. Well, not in the clip, sorry, in the we're not going that way. Oh. Ammo? No.
Signs for the museum, but the radiation levels are spiking something fierce.
I didn't expect you'd be anywhere quite that toasty. Knowing Nata, she will have stored the gas mask on her route where it's needed. Look for it.
Got it.
Good. Keep an eye out for extra filters. You may need them. Now, hide that ugly face of yours and make your way across. And please, do me a favor. Be sure you check your watch now and again. It will let you know when your filter is going to run out.
Handy. Bullets would be more handy. Oh, that music shits you up. Okay.
Someone strung up a dead Marsalis above the archives.
Who the hell would do that?
Someone who really doesn't like Marsalis.
Did it. It's far too elaborate, even with a handful of men.
I've heard all kind of tales on things that go beyond the possible. You know, monsters whose existence you can't explain.
Come on. Monsters are just those animals we humans haven't studied properly yet.
One can see a rookie who's venturing into hell for the first time. It's hell, stupid. It just exists. And its rules change before you can understand them. So that it can kill you and eat your soul.
Now you're talking souls. Was it you, perchance, who stole Yana's pills?
Case solved,
It's
Sherlock.
kind of morbid, Max.
All right. Nato's route runs down the staircase on the opposite side of that room.
The Marsalis had something painted across
Down
its
there.
chest.
At the museum. You don't say.
It looked like a snake or something of that sort. Have you heard of anything like that?
Could be just us, good old humans. Metro's full of all sorts of weirdos doing creepy shit.
I quite like the human explanation. Filter lit.
Oh. Ah, those are assault rifle bullets, I think. Which is good, but obviously we don't have an assault rifle to put them in right yet, so. Hang on, have we been in here? We have. Oh no, that was our way up, wasn't it? Worth it.
What's funny?
Well, funny may not be the right word, but it just occurred to me that our last trip here also involved Yana becoming obsessed with a ghost.
Now you're just making stuff up.
The way Yana's mind worked, it was intoxicating. I never could keep up with that woman, and that's what made her thoroughly irresistible. We'd been to an exhibit of local Buryat artists, celebrating their Mongolian heritage, where Yana became convinced I was the living reincarnation of Genghis Khan.
What? Was Peter the Great taken?
She became so enamored of the idea, she convinced me to undergo hypnotic regression, as if I'd suddenly remember this entire past life she'd invented for me.
You actually did it?
You've met my wife.
Point taken. So what did you see when you were hypnotized?
I couldn't remember anything, really. But Yana and the doctor assured me I was quite the convincing warlord.
You never told me this one. Server Khan, oh, that's hilarious.
Don't laugh. I've told that story one too many times at my old station. How would you like to be forever associated with a man who murdered millions of people?
I'd be fine with that, actually. But I guess there's hardly anyone as different from Genghis Khan as you in the universe.
This is all such cheap nonsense. Past lives, afterlives, all alike.
There was a filter here the last time I played through.
Psychotherapy, allowing cavemen to cope with the fear of death, promising them a continuation. Glass filter.
Starting to get some ammo now. How's it looking? We've got 12 shots in reserve, 19 assault rifle clips. Oh, not clips, sorry, but rounds. That's where I came from. This is where we're going. Okay. Okay. Right?
The floor in the archives is collapsed. I can't reach the stairwell.
Everything is scanned with you. I don't know what to tell you. That's where Nata's route runs.
That doesn't sound good. Yana.
My sweet boy. Not a minute goes by that I don't think about you. I should have never let go of your hand. I miss you. I miss you so much.
Mama? Mama, can you hear me?
She can hear him.
I hear you, my boy. I'm coming.
Of course, this could still just be like a fever dream for her, but the more you play through the game, the clearer it becomes that she is hearing him.
Max. Max, are you there?
Okay. Well, much like the first time we played through, we're up to an hour, so I'm going to stop it here, and then we'll pick this back up for part 2, which I will carry on literally in about 10 minutes. So so you guys aren't going to have to wait this time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the first part, and see you guys for the next bit.